If this is the first time visiting my channel, then there's going to be a lot to cover. San Antonio has so much to offer. No state income tax, great job market, low home prices, makes it very affordable for a first-time home buyer. Plus, the culture is amazing. Has great Tex-Mex, wonderful food. My name is James. I've been living in San Antonio for the past 9 years. My family and I moved here in 2016 after I got out of the Army. We loved it ever since. I was stationed in Schofield Barracks and PCS over to Fort Carson, and we were just like you. We were trying to make a decision to move to a new location. San Antonio was one of the options. After we made our decision, the way that we went about it, we discussed our plans, and we visited San Antonio a couple times before we even decided to move here. We visited, we looked at like the culture, we looked at the cost of living, and it just made sense to raise a family in San Antonio. My team and I are known for helping relocate veterans to San Antonio for their amenities, the looks, the neighborhoods that fits your budget. Check out these neighborhoods and how much value you can get. You're probably thinking, James, how do I know I could afford this? Book your 15-minute consult with me, scan the QR code. You'll be surprised what we could go over in just 15 minutes and get you squared away. So I'm gonna walk you through my top 5 hoods in San Antonio, Texas. Bluffview at Camino Real. All right, let's dive into Bluffview at Camino Real. So it's conveniently located. The price range over here is going to be from $250 to $950. Prestigious community, very high-end luxury. As you drive in, the sign is very nice. The landscaping is fresh. You'll have mature oak trees all around. Open roads. Those neighborhoods where the streets are super tight and you're like gripping onto the steering wheel trying to drive through the street, and it has plenty of options for any type of home buyer. Obviously, the higher end homes that are like mansions, 4,000, 5,000 square feet, and they have an acre or 2 acres on, they're going to be priced in the 900s, closer to the millions. However, that's a really prime opportunity for someone that is qualified for that much, because several neighborhoods that are way overinflated, I would say they're overinflated because they price their homes over $1 million. And with that being said, these homes in Bluffview are under $1 million, and they offer just as much as those homes that are priced over $1 million. It's right next to 281. As you go on 281, you can go to 1604. You can go down to I-35 and go to Fort Sam, Houston. You got easy location if you're military, easy, conveniently located to go either location. Cool thing is, if you're a fan of Black Rifle Coffee is right down the road, right outside of Bluffview, and you just drive on in, grab a fresh cup of coffee, head to work. It's a prime location. I love Bluffview just because of the options that they offer and how large the community is. It's a very large neighborhood, but it doesn't feel large, if you know what I mean. It just has that, everybody knows each other feeling. There's homes that are smaller, more modest, 2,000 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And those homes are going to be a little bit lower, maybe 300, 400, 500,000. Now, once you get into the 500 plus to 700,000, you're going to get more 4-bedroom, 3-baths, 3,000 to 4,000 square feet. And then as you get into the closer to the millions, they're going to be 5 or 6 bedrooms, 4 baths with 4,000 or 5,000 square feet with an acre or 2 acre lot size. So that's how you kind of break down Bluffview. It's a big neighborhood, as I said, but it has a lot to offer. And I think that's one of these. It's a hidden gem. Not many locals know about. Some do, some don't. Let's talk about Deerfield. So Deerfield is a pretty large neighborhood. You're gonna have homes that are price ranging 500 to 800,000. You're gonna have single story to second story. homes with garages that are going to be like in the front, most likely 2-car garage, 3-car garage. Homes are pretty large here. That's why the price range is 500 to 800. Homes were built in the 80s to the early 2000s. The features of this neighborhood, which I really like, is that they have an off-duty police officer patrolling 24/7. There's a basketball court, pool, tennis court, playground for the kids. There's just things to do at Deerfield, and also there's wide open roads that are easy to commute in and out. You're not going to be pulling over to the right because the roadways are too small. It's also a peaceful neighborhood. You're not going to have too much traffic in there. That being said, traffic is increasing in San Antonio, regardless of where you live. San Antonio traffic is going to be bad. It's just population is growing, and it's continually going to be growing. So just keep that in mind when you move here. I believe North Central area is definitely a prime location, even though since I've lived here and since 2016, there has been a lot of traffic increase and congestion, but more so in other places too. But traffic is bad just in general here. The cool thing about Deerfield is that there's multiple areas where you could exit, enter. There's 3 main drags that you can utilize and exit onto to get to work, go to the grocery store, or whatever. You could just go, you could go on them, just go whoop, back, go wherever you need to go. There's many highways that connect to those roads, which makes this location very ideal. And there's other neighborhoods like that. Deerfield has a neighborhood that has multiple entries in different streets. Another one, Churchill Estate, where they have two main entrance and exits, and that's pretty cool too. It's off Babcock and Huebner Road. They don't have a West Avenue exit though. Things to think about when you're looking for neighborhoods is entry, exit points, convenience for your traffic. Because as you may know, when you start living in a certain neighborhood, you're going to be able to figure out where to exit and where not to exit, or where to enter or where not to enter during the peak traffic hours. That's part of experience, I believe. When you get more experienced living in a place, you're going to be like, okay, now I'm going to be able to exit over West Avenue because there's not that much traffic on that side at 4 o'clock. But at 8 a.m., it's a lot of traffic, so I'm going to exit Babcock and just go around that. So you just kind of you have different options, which is really cool. Other than that, that's Deerfield for you. Let's talk about Shavano Creek. Shavano Creek is a small neighborhood inside Shavano Park, which is a small city, and that city is within city of San Antonio, Texas. It's north central located. It's easy access to I-10, 1604, plenty of things to do over there. You have parks that you could go to, Jones Molzenberger, there's Eisenhower Park, Friedrich Park, and the list goes on. However, about the houses, the homes are about 5,000 square feet on average. The acreage is about 1 to 2 acres, so you're very spread out. You're spread out from your neighbors. When you're on the street, there's hardly any traffic on the street. So when you're on the walk or run or whatever you're doing, the thing is, you're not going to see much traffic there. It's very peaceful. In a sense, you pay for that though, because the price point in Shavano Creek is $700,000 to $2 million. That being said, it is a luxury to live there. On the downside, when you have a large front yard, large backyard, it requires a lot of maintenance. Bigger homes, bigger lot size requires more maintenance, more money either you're going to spend for that maintenance or you're going to have to do it yourself. So it could be for you or it could not be. That's the rundown on Shavano Creek. So there you have it. Those were the top 5 neighborhoods in San Antonio, Texas, each offering something unique, whether it's luxury living or that perfect balance of city convenience. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or you're just exploring your options, San Antonio has a neighborhood that fits your lifestyle. Hunters Creek is a well-established residential neighborhood. It's in north central San Antonio, Texas. Over about 600 homes are in this neighborhood. It's very quiet. There's mature oak trees like whispering oaks. The homes were built in the 1980s. These homes are very large. They have a lot of character. I would say every home has a different style and taste to it. It's reasonably located, like the airport, even downtown. As far as the market in Hunters Creek goes, there's 5 homes on the market right now, ranging from the price range in Hunters Creek is going to be around 400 to 600,000. There's some homes that could go even more than 600,000. There's some homes that are very large there. I've been in Hunters Creek several times, and the acreage on some of these homes are like up in the acre, 2 acres. And in those type of homes, there's not many homes in there, but there are out there. And if it goes on the market, it's going to be a lot more than 600,000. Especially if a home that's selling for 600,000 is only on a quarter acre or a third of an acre. So just got to keep that in mind. But this is the budget range, 400 to 600,000, I would say. As far as time on market, like if you're planning on selling a home in Hunters Creek, it's going to take about 63 days to sell your home. So once, that's 2 to 3 months to receive an offer, and then another 30 to 45 days to close. However, since we're going into the spring, summertime, things will probably pick up, and it'll lower the time on market because there's going to be more demand for buyers trying to purchase. So keep that in mind if you're planning on selling. And then if you're buying, just know that's the price range in Hunters Creek is 400 to 600. Whispering Oaks, as you can see, it features like generous lot sizes. There's mature oak trees as you walk through the neighborhood, and access to community amenities. There's a swimming pool, a tennis court, and a park. The neighborhood is part of Northside Independent School District, and it's very appealing to families seeking quality education options. In Whispering Oaks, the homes were built in the 1970s, 80s, give or take, which makes it a more established neighborhood. There's 5 homes for sale. These homes range from $395,000 all the way to $684,000. The big differences from prices, obviously, is the condition of home and the size of a home. So at $395,000, you're most likely getting a smaller home, and the condition isn't that great, to say the least. There's several other homes on the market listed at $485,000 and $419,000, another one for $469,000. As far as how long it takes to sell a home in Whispering Oaks, it takes about 44 days to sell a home in Whispering Oaks. Contract to close, which means if you put your house on the market in Whispering Oaks, you may not get an offer for 1.5 to 2 months. And then after that, once you get that first offer, you both accept it, like about 30 days to close after that. So it takes about, I always say, plan for an additional 30 to 45 days to close. 45 days is if there's like some hiccups in the process, like the appraiser or the inspection or something, and something happens where you have to, get things done before you close. And if that's the case, that's when it'll probably take a little bit longer than 30 days to close, but most of the time it's 30 days. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update on the San Antonio real estate market. And if you have any questions, feel free to scan the QR code so you can schedule a 15-minute consultation. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.